Your first goal is to find the time gem and collect the time regulator gears. Your second goal is to send the lost in time characters back to their proper eras. Don't forget to talk to Tweety when you see him. It means Granny has something important to teach you. To open the new era, you must collect the number of gears and beat the boss of the previous era. So yeah, the time gears are important. Maybe not as important as the time gem, but still pretty important. Also, keep in mind that because there are numbers on them, not all time gears are equal, and some are worth more than others. But to counterbalance that, the ones that take more effort, the more valuable ones will take a lot more effort to get your hands on. Anyway, let's check out the Aztec era.
Out of my way, Rabbit! This is one filthy rich duck coming through.
Come back here, you rockin' frackin' varmint! I wants that treasure! Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
I think he went that way.
You better not be trying to trick me, Rabbit, or we'll be having you for supper with corn and mashed potatoes.
Nice of you to invite me, Doc, but I had a big lunch, so if it's all the same with you, I think I'll skip supper.
Cheeky. Very cheeky. If I am having damage to the voice audio, then at least it isn't messing up the cutscenes too much. That's nice. Anyway, all of the worlds in this game have the same leitmotif, but they're done so differently, and it's always great. At times I should probably just be quiet so you can listen to the music. Especially the hub world music though. It doesn't quite have good draw distance, but what do you expect from a PlayStation 1 game? Oh. Easily missed time gear. Anyway, should we ever want to return, we just go to the granny panel that we entered by. Of course, that makes it sound like we aren't going to get our hands on the time gear first try. No, we're definitely going to get it from Daffy this time. I don't know whether you could call Daffy the antagonist of the game, because he was just doing his job of getting rid of some vermin. But he did cause a lot of trouble.
Hello, you two. You have not learned all the moves you can perform. You will learn other moves progressively during the game. Each time you see Tweety in a central area, it indicates you can learn a new move. Just go near Tweety, and I'll contact you through the magic mirror. Now listen. If you both combine your efforts, you can do special combos. The first is called the trampoline jump. Bugs, you can jump on Taz's head to reach higher locations.
Now that sounds like fun.
See that gear? Use the combo to get it.
Then she just vanishes off screen somehow. Now if you remember, in the last episode, we actually didn't get much height off of this. But now we get way more height just from Granny saying, you know you can use this to jump higher, right? No comment. Now, we're going to need Taz here because these pillars can't be broken by bugs, they have to be broken by Taz. Meanwhile, this can only be reached by bugs.
Ouch!
Oh! Yeah, if you leave Taz too close to bugs, then he does that. So yeah, this is kind of a cool exploit that enemies only react to the currently controlled player. So in 2-player mode, he would have gotten angry. But because we're playing in 1-player mode, I could have Taz rush up and get him. Anyway, where's this? This is a challenge, I think. Yeah, so throughout the hub world, there's a bunch of challenges just for time gears. So this isn't considered its own level, this is more of a minigame level. There are going to be important collectibles here, and sometimes these will actually be related to the hub. Oh, hang on. Hey Bugs, you should climb that tree, maybe in a bit after I get all the time gears around here. Sometimes they will be directly related to the areas, to the hub's boss token, because we need specifically 3 to access the boss. There is a drawing on the platform. 5 monkeys. Oh, is the monkey going to stay here? Yes, it is. Also, Taz has no interest in eating the monkey for some reason. He's got no problem with Bugs, but I guess that's because Bugs keeps insulting him every chance he gets.
Ouch!
I'm a retro gamer, let's be fair. I play old games all the time, but this might actually be the oldest game that I've ever played. I mean, not including the likes of remakes, where I'm playing something that's older, touched up for new consoles. No, this is me just plugging the PS2 into the capture card and running a PS1 game on it. Oh, we're not allowed to call Taz while we're climbing something. Bad monkey. Wait, did he? Okay, you have to be a bit more careful about where you drop those monkeys, I guess. Also, yes, you can still beat them up while they're sitting on that platform. Don't do that. But yeah, this is the sort of teamwork you can expect to happen in this game. Bugs uses his skills of climbing trees, and Taz uses his brute force to grab the monkeys. Drop the monkeys. So a thought that I had while preparing for this LP properly earlier in the month if we're going to be honest, maybe even before this month even started, but licensed games just don't seem to happen that often anymore. Like, I looked onto my shelf and I saw Scooby-Doo in the Spooky Swamp, which was an average game based on Scooby-Doo. And it was actually a sequel to a movie tie-in, and you never hear about things like that. And I thought, I wonder when the last Scooby-Doo game was. And I looked, and that was the last Scooby-Doo game. So it's been 2 entire console generations since we've seen a Scooby-Doo game, and then I realized that they just don't happen that often anymore, or maybe it's more that I have maybe it's that they're not on my radar anymore, because we do have the Spider-Man Insomniac games of late. But yeah, that whole puzzle was worth 25 time regulator gears. Although, let's be fair, we just go for time gears for short because it's so much easier to say. So we have 500 ton worth of time gear in the Golden City, 500 in the Baboon Realm, 200 in Sacred Ride, 300 in Sam's Temple. There's 3 boss tokens, and 5 Acme crates in each. Wrapping that up with 5 of the Lost in Time characters. So yeah, there's actually quite a lot to collect in this game. Do you remember where we started? Yeah, that's as good as any. But yeah, licensed games became much less lucrative once games started having some quality assurance demands. I think the big thing that told companies, hey, wake up, these actually become very unlucrative if they don't meet a minimum standard of quality, was the Ghostbusters movie tie-in game, where it was very much uninspired drivel, and it drove the company that produced it into bankruptcy. Right, I forgot about this. I have slight time delay issues when I'm working with the capture card. But on the flip side, would you rather I speak to the microphone than have my back of the head facing the microphone the whole time? So if we approach this 100 crystal time gear, find all the Lost in Time characters of the Aztec era to collect this crystal gear. So yeah, there's 100 gear in each realm, but it's hidden behind all the Lost in Time characters. So if we do go back to the totals, that means that 100 of the 500 in the hub, it's from that, the Pelota game. This might get a little bit tedious.
Yeah!
Welcome.
Wanna play a game of Pelota for 10 cards? Who would like to go? We can select Bugs or Taz, but only one of them will be played. Which is kind of a problem because it means that this game is balanced for 2 people and we only have 1. The first team to score 5 points wins! Run towards the ball to pick it up. Press the square button to throw the ball in the ring. Press the square button when you don't. Oh, you're supposed to scroll left and right.
Bunny. Yeah.
Very generous homing on that shot. So Aztecs versus Heroes. Oh. Okay, it's not that generous. Yeah, I think I just... Okay, they're taking it easy on you because this is the first sports challenge, I guess.
All right.
Huh?
These are very wonky controls, and that's a surprisingly generous shot, but... So yeah, having the ball is not nice for our response times. Oh yeah, they can pass. Great.
Piece of cake.
Huh?
I don't know if there's an actual difference between Bugs playing or Taz playing. Wait, did he just steal the ball from me? That looked more like a rebound, but sure, let's just call that a point and get this slightly... So yeah, the Ghostbusters tie-in video game was so poor that it actually drove the developers into bankruptcy, and I think that was the wake-up call for, hey, we can't just use We can't just use licensed material as an easy cop-out for materials. Hang on.
Take this.
What a match! You're really good at this game! Here's your
Want to try
reward.
again?
There's no reward for trying again? No. But yeah, I think the idea was that they used the license, they paid for the license, and then they used the built-in advertising where people who are fans of this, of whatever it is they bought from, so basically, they use the tie-in, for the fans of the tie-in, as guaranteed sales, so they know that they're going to turn a certain amount of money, and they subtract that from money, from the effort that they would put into the actual game. Which is a bad combination, because if you just assume that people are going to buy the game, and assume that you're going to have that money and then don't put effort into the game, break all Acme boxes in the level to receive a golden gear, so that's 25. People can tell these days when you don't put effort into your game. This is the information era. It takes absolutely no time at all for people to absolutely trash your game if it turns out to be hot garbage. Like, the original Final Fantasy XIV kind of went and tanked because it was released with a bunch of... It was released to reviewers with a bunch of bugs, and even though the people said, look, we've got bugs, we know about it, just please try not to think about them when you're reviewing our stuff. Nope, the reviewers all flamed it, the game went into straight downhill, and they had to reboot the game entirely to stand a chance. They even had a big final cutscene animation of Bahamut coming out of the Red Moon and absolutely roasting the realm. That's one way to do a hard reset. But yeah, I kind of feel like I do kind of miss the idea of licensed games back in the old days of the PS1 and PS2 era. Sure, the licensed games were rarely any good, but there were still cool ways of filling in the time. Now then, first I need to get rid of you. So, this guy's sobbing his eyes out. This is a lost in... You just found a lost in time character. Hit him to send him back to his natural era. So in Aztec, all of the characters are Vikings. Just a touch, Granny said. But yeah, they actually act as a little bit of foreshadowing. They let you know what to expect as the next era, because they always go in order. Of course, that means in the final world we have to retrieve the Aztec characters. And I feel like it's not that much of a secret because, I feel like it's not that bad of a, it's not that much of a secret because not only can you get a vague idea of what each era is going to be in the hub world, but it also told you in the manual who to expect. There seems to be something hidden in there. Something we can't get to. So, how about one more? Hang on, bugs, get over here. That works too. Oh yeah, there's the 5th one.
Oh!
Oh yeah, this is just good old collectathon. It's 3D collectathon platformers kind of went absent for a while, and weirdly enough, the one that everyone always talks about is Banjo-Kazooie, but I never played that. So that's our second one, and there's only 2 in this era, so we're good there. In fact, we've already got most of the major collectibles of this area. I don't remember what the sneak peek challenge is. Let's find out.
Oh, Doody, what a surprise!
Would you like to take up the sneak peek challenge? The objective is to connect the golden gear on the other side to the room. To reach it, you must use stealth and delicacy. The pillars of this room are really sensitive. So yeah, what I do remember about this game is how they tried to make a proper... How they did actually put a lot of effort into trying to make a 2-player collectathon, and I can respect that sort of determination, or that sort of ambition. I didn't get a chance to see what gear was in there before I collected it. Whoops. A twirl symbol.
Not bad.
The downside is I'm pretty sure that we missed a gear along the way. Okay, I guess we didn't need someone to weigh it down, we didn't need someone to keep it weighed down, we just needed them to... We just needed to pull it down once. Yeah, that's what they mean. If you don't tiptoe across it, then they retract. Nothing here? Okay. The hubs tend to have a lot more of these little mini-game challenges about, which I can respect.
Stop!
Wait, did we... Oh, we kept on carrots. Yeah, it's pretty easy to do that in this game, actually. I believe this was actually a thing in Bugs Bunny Lost in Time, where you had your total carrots and 99 of them could be used to buy a golden carrot for each world. So they are getting a lot more varied use here. Just not being consumed at quite the same rate. So yeah, respect for trying to make a fun. So actually, this does make it slightly relevant to what I was talking about earlier, where it talked about, hey, there are certain licensed games don't seem to happen anymore. I like that they tried to make a two-player adventure game, and they actually made it into a proper game, and not the usual, yeah, there's 2 players, so we have a fixed camera, some very basic puzzles and basic combat elements and all that sort of stuff, but it didn't feel like a proper game. It felt like the game didn't work well because if you played it by yourself, because the game was handicapped, so it could be 2-player. This game feels a lot better because you can play it just as well 2-player as single-player. Anyway, let's tackle the matching blocks challenge next time because we're past the half-hour mark. Also, it's late at night and I should probably start thinking about dinner. Until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you all around.